Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the motherfucking YouTube channel. If this is the first time seeing me on your YouTube page, go ahead and slap the motherfucking shit out yourself. Cause you should have been know about me earlier. Real talk. You gonna hit that subscribe button. You can comment down below what other type of videos you'd like for me to do. Since the death of the United Healthcare's CEO, bro, it's been a while since I've seen any videos or any subjects or any topics pop up on my For You page. And I ain't gonna lie. I mean, granted, Charlie Kirk's death, a lot of other shit has popped up. GNX, tour going crazy. A lot of shit has gone on. You know what I'm saying? I came home, hopped on the PC, got some editing done on my old video that I just uploaded not too long ago. And what do I come across? Mostly a lot of it, you know, I haven't been keeping up with it. That's for my own reasons. I just been busy, and there's just too much shit going on, bro. Real shit. But this shit, you know, this shit happened all the way back in December 4th of 2024. So, you know what I'm saying? To be all the way here in, you know, September of 2025, you know, I'm just saying. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. If this is the first time seeing me on your YouTube page, like I said once in the beginning of the video, go ahead and slap the motherfucking shit out yourself, because you should have known about me earlier. Real talk, hit the subscribe button, comment down below what other videos you'd like for me to do, and let's get straight into this motherfucking bitch.
In late 2024, Luigi Mangione allegedly shot the CEO of United Health, a man by the name of Brian Thompson. And since then, quite a lot has happened. The internet kind of went ablaze. Luigi became a bit of a meme, and a lot of people fell in love with him. Since he did get initially arrested, he became a millionaire briefly after over $1.2 million was donated to his legal fund. A musical was created in his honor, which ended up having a sold-out run in San Francisco and going international.
God damn.
He briefly appeared as a model on the Chinese fast fashion website Shein, and he received quite a lot of letters. So he celebrated his 27th birthday in jail and ended up releasing this letter where he detailed everything that he was grateful for. He starts off by thanking his friends, his family, all the people he's met in jail that have helped him. And then he gets a bit more creative towards the end.
I ain't gonna lie. From what I've seen on the streets, why did I have to say it like that? What I've seen on the streets is crazy way to say it about this motherfucker. But word on the street is that this motherfucker's living good in prison, bro. Everyone's keeping him safe. He's living, obviously, he's not living the best because he could be out here with us. You know what I'm saying? Free that man Luigi. Free that man Luigi. Free, you know what I'm saying? Nah, but yeah, he could be out here on the side with us, and you know, I'm sure he's enjoying the best of the time that he can make of it while being locked up in there. Free my boy.
My personal favorite was the shout out he gave to number 16, which is Latinas for Mangione.
I didn't mean to pause it on this motherfucker like this, but like, bro, why his chin like that? I ain't gonna lie though. Them bitches was probably going crazy as fuck if they got a shout out.
Also seemed to set in motion the complete destruction of United Health, the company, because since the shooting that he allegedly did, the company's been kind of in free fall. Their stock price has gone down by over 40% in the last year when the market is on an all-time high. United Health has been down bad. They've had like a series of investigations opened into them for like billions of dollars of potential fraud. So things are not looking great for them.
It is fraud.
Things are looking a lot better for Luigi. The first update is that Luigi is still as photogenic as ever. He is possibly the first person I've ever seen go into jail and have a glow up whilst in prison.
Put a dub on my band, Luigi.
Has not broken his record of owning.
Look how high quality of a fucking picture this is. I mean, granted, a phone could take but like, bro, if I took just a regular picture right there, bam, I didn't even get to zoom. I didn't even get to zoom in on none of that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a quick video. That's a quick photo. You know what I'm saying? Like,
me being able to take extremely photogenic pictures, and he's looking as good as ever. But in terms of actual material stuff, the biggest one is that a judge has actually thrown out 2 terrorism charges that were listed against him. So he wasn't just on trial for murder, but he was also on trial for committing murder as a crime of terrorism. This is under a batch of laws that were passed after 9/11. to prosecute actual terrorists. For example, one of the people that this law was used against was a dude who was fundraising for ISIS. And another guy was a white supremacist who murdered a black person because of some stated racial goals, right? And Luigi obviously did not strike that kind of fear into the hearts of the public. The law that they tried to get him under would be an add-on to the crimes that he had committed if they were allegedly done with the intention to intimidate or coerce a civilian population or to influence the policy of a unit of government. And the big thing is that if he was tried under this charge and was found guilty, it would be an automatic life sentence for it.
That is crazy. They really try to hit this man with an act of terrorism. Hey, I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad that charge got dropped, my boy. I'm glad that charge got dropped.
So getting this dropped is actually a pretty big deal for him.
That's a
the main argument behind why he's not a terrorist is the fact that in his own diaries he explains that he's choosing to just kill one person as opposed to, say, bombing the corporate headquarters, because in his own words, bombs equal terrorism. And it would recklessly endanger countless employees. So quite clearly, Luigi didn't strike fear into the hearts of the general public.
Let's fucking go. Free my man. Free my man Luigi. Free my man Luigi. He ain't do nothing wrong. I ain't seen him do nothing wrong yet. Often someone in the second degree is off rip 25 to life in New York. And I'm pretty sure in other states. Now, all of this is going to guarantee that he gets put away.
On at the same moment. So he's not exactly free, but he has had a big win, I would say.
He has to drop a lot of it. Yeah, he does. Let's consider this a win for dropping the charges of terrorism, bro. Give this man a dub, because for real.
To be fair, the whole terrorism charge against Luigi was, I think, arguably quite politically motivated. There was this huge push by politicians in the wake of the shooting to make Luigi out to be like the Unabomber or something like that, right? Like Charles Manson. Yeah. And the mayor of New York even participated in the in the perp walk for some reason. He's such a clown.
I don't know why you would even participate in that as the mayor.
Yeah, there was this huge media push for a guy who clearly wasn't.
He clearly doesn't have United Healthcare
or to do more crimes.
He clearly don't got that shit.
And the New York City elite, or the political elite at least, felt like they had to put up a front, and the terrorism charges were, in my opinion, definitely a result of that, a way to promote this message that Luigi was not someone to be adored, because a lot of the public did seem to like him. I think there is a bigger point to be made about the fact that they tried to get him on terrorism charges, which is a vast fucking stretch of the definition of terrorism. That's
a fucking major reach. I'm sorry, but y'all trying to get them, the fact that, like, I'm glad they got dropped, the charges got dropped in that aspect, but like they was hitting this man with some fucking Elastic Girl fucking reach ass charges of terrorism, bro. Like, I don't know what they was doing with that.
And it's a fear that has actually been raised by New York lawyers as I was reading about it. Obviously, in the wake of any tragedy, laws get passed, and often those laws tend to push the boundaries of what's already acceptable. And this is another example of trying to push the boundaries of a law which was clearly designed to tackle actual, like, terrorists and apply it to a case where the average person of New York probably wasn't that shook by it. But yes, as I say, Luigi has not really gotten off like scot-free or anything, and he's still facing some really serious charge. No. Probably the biggest charge he faces is in his federal trial. So he's currently expected to have a trial in New York against the state of New York and a trial against the US federal government. And in that trial, the government has stated that they're looking to get the death penalty. His lawyers did try to get this thrown out on the grounds that he'd be getting charged twice for the same crime. So he'd be getting charged once at a state level and getting charged again at a federal level for the same murder with the same witnesses, the same evidence. They argued that to do 2 trials for the same crime is double jeopardy. Unfortunately, that hasn't stuck. And it turns out that there's like an exception in New York state law that says that if you're facing a federal case and a state case, it doesn't count as double jeopardy. You've effectively committed an offense against 2 different parties.
No
and
fucking
so it's not
way.
The same trial being run twice. So the federal charge are, I think, arguably politically motivated. They allow Donald Trump and Pam Bondi to get their headline and for them to feel like they've done something, and also to implement the death penalty. So if he was just being tried on state charges, he wouldn't be able to get the death penalty. But Trump reversed a federal break on giving people the death penalty, so he can get that in his federal trial as a punishment. That's kind of why they're pushing the state and federal trial at the same time. Yeah, I think it's a bit of a push to try and claim that Luigi was committing acts of terrorism.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. This man wasn't trying to do none of that. He would have bombed that motherfucker. He clearly said it to y'all. You know what I'm saying? He openly admitted it.
I don't think there are many people outside of maybe healthcare CEOs that feel terrorized right now. So
nah, for real.
He is still facing some really serious charges.
Nah, anybody who charges subscriptions should feel fucking terrorized. Realistically.
But at least at a state level, things are looking a little bit better because New York doesn't actually impose the death penalty as a state punishment. People are sending him letters, people are sending him money, and he has over $1 million raised from over 30,000 people. Clearly there's like mass public support, and the attempts to paint him as like as a terrorist, as someone who's trying to incite fear into the public at large, haven't really worked because so many people have such negative impressions of the healthcare industry that
no, most definitely, man.
They supported him, right? The
Health
general
insurance,
public
bro.
opinion towards Luigi is a lot more positive.
United was one of the worst.
At this point, he just has
Luigi
to
just
hope
handled
that the prosecution keep fumbling, and they have fumbled a couple of times. I think arguably the biggest one was when they accidentally listened to an entire phone call. Accidentally listened to an entire phone call between him and his lawyer, and had to admit that they did later on. So they can hope that the incompetence of the government persists, and he'll be good if that's the case. But for now, things still look pretty rough on the whole for him, but he has evaded 2 major charges and still has tons and tons of public support. So we'll find out over the next couple of months how this wraps up.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for watching this video. This was a reaction video by Fade. I mean, this was a reaction video to Fads. If you guys did enjoy, hit the subscribe button. Go check out his channel. Hit the subscribe button. Link in the description to the original video. The ultimate irony is that the death penalty is brought against him to strike terror in Americans. And that is the truth be told. Yo, that's a good way to end off the video right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to end it off with that comment. He owns it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, catch y'all in the next one. Deuces.